Hey guys, it's Alex here, and today I've got another After Effects tutorial for you, and this time I'm going to be going over the effect, how I got these headshots engraved into the wall, and they look really quite realistic because when they're motion tracked, you've got some motion blur and stuff going on. They look really nice, and I got a lot of requests to do this, so I'll just show you like, as you can see, they're stuck to the wall, look really nice there. Now, for this tutorial, you will there'll be a link in the description. You go check out Video Copilot. I mean, I didn't make this myself. I adapted it, but I didn't make it. But basically, you want to download this Crumble project file, and you just click on the project, and it will download. And then when you're in After Effects, you're just gonna double click in here or press Control I, and you're just going to want to import. It will come in a folder like this, and you'll just import the Crumble tutorial download. Now you can follow along to the tutorial, but it's a long tutorial, and a lot of the work's done for them, so I'm not taking any credit for this. Video Copilot did it. So yeah, let's get into this. So here I have a cinematic. It is all motion tracked. I assume you know how to motion track. There's probably enough tutorials. If you really want me to show you, sorry, excuse me. If you really want me to show you how to motion track, then leave a comment. But I think it's, there's a hell of a lot of tutorials on them these days. So, but anyway, we shall get into this. So we'll just open up this folder, and now in here we have the background. We're basically going to be needing, oh for God's sake, I hate when it does that. So we've basically got a background here. I'm just gonna, and you want to open up the background composition. Now you're gonna have to, now all of it's in 960 by 540. So we want to change that back to 1280 by 720, like so. And we can just delete this concrete thing, and we can drag in our clip that you'll be using. So you can just copy your layer in, or you can just drag it in because I pre-composed it. So now that we have that, let me just check those. Yeah, that does look alright. Okay, so yeah, we can drag that in. So now we've got our background there, and then we can also open open up the final comp. So this is going to have everything in together. We can delete this solid. It's just essentially a bayonet, like that. It's just a bit of sort of color correction. As you can see, we get all these cracks and stuff that look really quite nice, and it's actually an animation, so things sort of cracks on, but we don't really want that. So I'm actually just gonna copy all of these and paste them into my main composition, like so. And I'm just gonna go to a point where they finish cracking and they're just still like this, and I'm just then going to go time and then freeze frame. And now the problem with everything now is that they're all in the wrong sort of ratio, so we're gonna have to you're just gonna have to go through and just have to change them all to 1280 by 720. So all of these have to change, unfortunately. So you just got to go through, keep on going until that one's done. Also here, composition settings, 1280. This is just going to make it easier for everything to look good. Yeah, sorry, my voice is a bit croaky, just because I only just got up. We've already done that one, so you're just going to have to want to go through all of these. We've done that one as well. I don't think we've done any of these. Yeah, it's hard to remember what you've actually done and what you haven't, so I've done that. So just keep on going through. Done that. I don't think I've done that one. 1280. And of course, if you have the locked aspect ratio, then it just speeds up the whole process. Alright, we can probably leave it there for now. Now we can select all of them and we can go transform and reset. So just now they're now back in the middle like that. And because we freeze frame them, they're all going to be the same, in the same place throughout. Now we can actually delete the background layer, sorry, because we don't actually need that in here, because we had that, it didn't look like the background was moving, so we don't actually need that. Now what we can now do is I'm just going to close all of these so we don't get confused. Now if you want to change it, now I do want to change it, I want to say change it with a headshot. So let me just get my headshot image. So we got my headshot image here. I'm just going to drag that into its own composition, and I'm just going to I'm just trying to think how to do this. I'm trying to remember how I did it. We'll just leave that like that for now, and what we're going to do is we're going to go to the title holder, I believe, yes, and we're going to just we can delete the adjustment layer excuse me, and we can delete the text, but if you want text then obviously change it, and we're just going to drag our headshots comp in, and we can just scale this down. So I think we should what we should do is, we should now add a fill like so, drag that on, and if we can just get the color that was used there like that, and we just want to scale it down, and you probably can skew this, so then you want to sort of just make the cracks look a bit more realistic, so probably bring them in a tad, a bit more like that. And now if we go back into our main, everything should update and we just have our headshot logo, which is pretty neat. And now what we can do is we can just scale these down. And now because I've already got a camera and I've already motion tracked it, all I have to do is I just have to make these a 3D layer. Now it will probably disappear. Now it looks like this because it's really far forward in the Z space. So we just want to push that back. And when we get it looking like it's staying in the same place, probably just push back a tad. We can now shift this across. We can line them all up, scale them up, scale it up again, and just make it look like it's gonna fit. Let's probably scale it down, make it about 200 I think for me, so you can use whatever you want on here. And then all I did is just I simply duplicated and then got a position, dragged it across, duplicate again, P, and then dragged it across. So obviously they're not perfect, they're not in the right place or anything. Obviously you would want to play around and tweak, but that is how I did it, and to be honest I think it's a really cool effect. It looks very nice. Now these actually can be pushed back even more, because you see how they're moving. It's because it thinks they're right out in front of the camera, but they're not. But yeah, I'm sure you can be able to motion track. But yeah, so yeah, that looks really nice. So yeah, that is basically the effect, guys. I'm just having a big sesh of recording tutorials today, so I'm sure there are going to be quite a few out soon. And if you haven't seen my Baker edit already, there'll be a link in the description, go check it out. I was really happy with the feedback, and yeah, it just motivates me to do more tutorials and edits. So yeah, that's all guys. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Cheers.